What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another Sideshow Collectibles review. This time I have the 12-inch Commander Cody figure. And as always, Sideshow, you know them, they're absolutely fantastic with their figures. The box is just like any other Sideshow 12-inch figure. On the top here it says Militaries of Star Wars. And then on the bottom it says Star Wars Commander Cody, 212 Attack Battalion, 1/6 scale figure. You turn it around and he does come with a Phase 1 helmet, so there he is with that. And then on the back you get a bunch of pictures from the movie. As you can see there. And Cody does feature the hologram piece for his hand. You know, the Execute Order 66 scene, that famous scene. And then he also does come with his head, actual headpiece, so it's pretty cool. The inside of the box is pretty insane. You got basically one area over here that features his hands, his extra feet, all 4 of his weapons. You got his hologram piece in there. You got everything in there. And then over here you have the head up in here, Phase 1 helmet, which actually the figure comes right here, and he was already wearing the Phase 1 helmet, but I put on the Phase 2. So, and there's no spot for the Phase 1 since he comes with it on, so just kind of dangling in there. And then they do give you an article to read through. It just basically tells you the story, and they also have the specs for this figure. Hey, look, you can see me. I'm human. Isn't that scary? But yeah, so if you want to have a read at that, go ahead. Pause the video there. And then over here, another article, more information. So yeah, there is your box. So now let's take a look at all the accessories that Commander Cody comes with. So he comes with the standard set of clone accessories, and also one I forgot to add was his hologram hand and actual hologram. Let's put that in there. But he basically comes with these standard clone accessories that every other clone figure comes with, but obviously with his own colors. So the DC-15A is that rifle we all know and love. Has an incredible amount of detail to it, and let me just do this. Okay, so it won't focus on the background. But the detail on it is incredible. It's really hard to pick up with this light, but you can pretty much get an idea of how awesome it is. And this thing's actually much bigger than it might appear to you guys. And you got, I mean, the detail here is even awesome. Let's see there. There's the front. I just love detail like this. It just really catches my eye. And when there's this much detail on anything really, when you're a collector, you pretty much love it. And that's pretty much my story for this one. Then the DC-17 pistol has a lot of detail itself. This is basically a realistic version of the Clone Wars one. And you get 2 of these. And then the DC-15S. You can see there. Got some nice material used here. Foldable stock. The handle gripping is just seriously awesome. The engraving in it is just outstanding. And the mold work is probably the best I've ever seen. And then the hands you get are a thumbs up. You get 2 thumbs up. And here's the other one for his left and right hands. And then you get this hand to hold the DC-15A and DC-15S grip. And then you get a extra one to hold the pistol, so you can have them dual wielding the pistols. And then you can see you get a number 2, or just kind of like, yeah, you get the point. It's just another hand signal. This is the number 2. So kind of as if he was counting down. And this would be like the pointer finger. And then you get a fist. You actually get 2 fists. The other one is in this box over here. Give me a second to get it out. There we go. So you get 2 fists. Then these 2 hands are to hold, basically to hold the if you want to have Cody hold the blaster rifles with both hands, that's what those are for. And the feet, if you want to have him in a running stance, you got the feet with basically his toes bended. So that's pretty cool. And all of these are on ball joints, if you haven't already noticed. He does also have the move forward hands, go that way. Yay! And then his hologram hand, you got the comm link there, molded into his hand, and then the actual Palpatine hologram. And there's a look at that, pretty simple. And that sticks right into there. There you go. So, that is a look at all of his accessories. Cody also does feature the standard Star Wars 12-inch figure stand, which is really awesome and holds the figure very well. So here's Cody with his signature hologram, execute Order 66 Palpatine hologram. And I'm sorry, but Sideshow, they make the most realistic figures that you'll find anywhere on the internet. They may be 12-inch, they may not be the size of Hasbro's little rubber craps, but they are honestly better, and it makes it easier for Sideshow to capture that much more detail if they make them 12 inches tall. And these are made out of probably the best material possible for an action figure or a toy. But I mean, you look at the realism, the battle damage, the attention to detail, everything about this, it just says awesome. And here's a look at the legs down here. I mean, if you just look at that, detail, it's seriously incredible. And this guy is completely posable and always possible. The way the hologram is attached is you have the peg on the bottom, and then the hologram piece is molded into an extra hand, and then you just stick it on there. There you go. The way you have Cody hold his weapons and everything else is you remove the hands. As you can see, I already removed the hand that features the hologram, and you take one of the other hands. This hand is the one that is meant to hold the guns in his right hand, and I have already attached the carbine to it. So, and also the way all this armor is put on Cody is if you take this off, you see that? It's kind of just like, yeah, you get the point. So, it is a little difficult since the armor is put on like that, but that's probably the only flaw with these with Sideshow. It just makes it a little frustrating. But you see, I just got it on there. I mean, you guys be pretty unlucky. So, yeah. So to give you a look at the, actually let me just put his other hand in. There we go. That should be good. Yep, okay. So, to give you a look at the carbine, the DC-15S carbine, you can see the detail on it is incredible. And I know almost all my viewers out there are LEGO fans, so this is quite a step up from Little Arm Shop, wouldn't you say? And what's really cool is Sideshow paid attention to the foldable stock feature. Not a lot of people know about that, and it's really cool that Sideshow pays that much attention to detail. And then if we turn around, you can see the other side of it. It's really, really awesome. My camera's not focusing. Isn't that fantastic? There we go. I mean, just quite a bit of detail. And then we can get him to hold it with two hands. So, just a simple pose there, but I could pose him better in a minute. The back of him, he actually does feature a jetpack. As you can see, what's really cool about it is that it's magnetically attached. There's a magnet in here and in his back. And let me give you a look at that before I put it back on. Now this is Cody's signature jetpack. I'm almost positive that no other clone has a jetpack that looks like this. I could be wrong, but it's the only time. Cody's the only clone commander that I've seen with it. And in the back of him there, and lots of battle damage and detail, and I love the indents here. So I would take this and just magnetically attaches. And it's really awesome because there's no pegs or anything to that. So, as you can see here, the hand signals they look very nice on Commander Cody and all the other clones that we get that Sideshow provides. And here I'm displaying the thumbs up and the number 2. So, that's pretty cool. Here's Cody displayed with his fist hand, you know, kind of like the halt position, and he is also holding a pistol. So, that's pretty awesome as well. Alright, now we're going to take a look at all the details of Cody. So, for his Phase 2 helmet, we have the 2 antennas. This antenna right here is the actual rangefinder is silver, and then the bottom of it is white, and that is attached with a peg and is slightly movable. Then the other antenna over here, this one, which almost looks like a lightsaber hilt, was quite a pain to actually attach it in there. I actually didn't think it was going to go in because I was having quite the time trying to get it in, and once I forced it in there, it stays. And I think the way Sideshow designed that is once you manage to get it in there, it stays in there. And the other details you have here, you have the breather area. Breather is down here, which are painted in a metallic silver. And you got a nice set of white stripes up here. Lots of battle damage everywhere, making Cody that much more realistic. You got his vents over here on either side. And then you have his floodlight here. And that has a little orange mark on it. And then you have Cody's signature orange spikes here. And turn them over, we have more battle damage here. Nice colors here for the top. And on the back, we have Cody's jetpack, obviously, which I showed earlier. And then his shoulder over here does feature the antenna. The antenna on his shoulder is not removable, but it does have a lot of detail to it. You can see there. And just lots and lots of battle damage and weathering everywhere. On his chest there, you see you have his signature. I'm assuming that stands for his rank or something like that. I actually never really understood what that was. Now on the back here, you have an extra accessory on his arm there. Excuse me, his arm there. Just move it down a bit. And there's even battle damage on that. And then the back, his grenade pouch here. That has quite a bit of detail to it itself. And then you got a ammo pouch here. Move his arm. See that there? And then his front, got lots of detail on his belt. The battle damage everywhere just makes his figure look that much more realistic. And then his legs down here have a lot of detail themselves. I'm just going to remove him from the stand. So, as you can see, his his jetpack is off. How that happened? As you can see, his feet have the most battle damage out of all, because they're the ones that are going through all the dirt and everything on Utapau. Not just Utapau, all the other planets he's been on. Really, it's a lot of battle damage, and then he has his signature orange stripe on his right leg. Then his knee pads are orange, and there's the back of his legs. It's pretty awesome. So, we're going to show you his head now. His head is beyond realistic. Unlike the Commander Bly, Commander Green, you know, just all the other clone trooper heads that Sideshow makes for their figures, this one features his signature scar, which is really awesome. And then the side over here, his ear is really awesome. His ears. The detail on the head is just beyond awesome. And even the hair molding looks really real. So, yeah. And the skin tone is also right. And here's a quick close-up. Yeah. Looks a lot more real than a Hasbro figure, doesn't it? Alright. Here's a look at Cody's Phase 1 helmet, and I love how Sideshow includes Phase 1 helmets with certain figures, because it really gives you an idea, and it fills in, you know, that little cloud in your mind of what would these commanders look like if they were in the real movies in their Phase 1 armor. Because we know what they look like in their Phase 2, like Bly, Cody, you know, we know what they all look like because they were in the movies in their Phase 2 armor. But what would they look like in Phase 1? And Sideshow provides that answer. And he does feature his signature spikes there. And then his fin is orange, entirely orange. His visor is, basically his visor and his antenna are all orange. And just like the rest of him, he has a ton of battle damage on his Phase 1 helmet. And then the back, the detail is just outstanding. It's phenomenal. And then he also does have his floodlight there. Oh, and the entire head is completely posable. So, to sum up with this 12-inch figure, it's absolutely awesome, especially for Clone Wars fans, because as you all know, the clones just transferred over to their Phase 2 armor, so this would be a perfect one to pick up. And Sideshow does not provide a Phase 2 Captain Rex, but they do provide this Phase 2 Cody. And Cody did make his switch as well in the Clone Wars, so for you Clone Wars fans, this is great as well. And, yeah, the detail is absolutely outstanding, but, you know, Sideshow never fails to provide the most realistic figures that you'll ever find on the internet. I mean, these are absolutely awesome, and I've always been on the hunt for, you know, the best, most realistic figure that I can really look at and not see any flaws, and just really be looking at the actual character. And when I found Sideshow, I was like a little kid going through a candy shop. It was awesome. And Sideshow is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this to everyone and anyone. I know that the cost is a little pricey. This one was $120 itself, but it's well worth it. And they are expensive, so I don't even get them that much myself. I only get a couple every once in a while, or one every once in a while, once in a blue moon. But yeah, Sideshow is absolutely fantastic, and they provide the ultimate collectibles. I'm Commander Cody, and I approve this message.
Fail clone, what voice was a fail?
No, but in all seriousness, guys, Sideshow is awesome, and believe it or not, this is my entire Sideshow collection right now. I do have the, the premium format Darth Maul, the mechanical leg statue coming. That will be here tomorrow, so I may or may not do a review on that, but hopefully I will. Anyways, guys, as I said multiple times, Sideshow's phenomenal. The best of the best figures, best of the best statues, and every other collectible. They have varieties like you can't believe, and their website is sideshowtoy.com, and they provide some of the best service as well. And even the packaging for their 12-inch figures is great. They have 2 magnets in it, in each packaging, that holds it together. And I've never seen a magnet in a Lego box or a Hasbro figure box. I mean, that is just outstanding. So, yeah, that is it, guys, and I will see you guys later.
Bye!